Alright guys, what is up? Today I found some delicious pizza and I am planning to pick that up. It's a shawarma pizza. It's at this little mom and pop place. I haven't eaten there in so long. I think the last time I went there was years ago. But I was driving in that area yesterday. I saw they had some chicken shawarma pizza and I'm like, that sounds real good. And that is most likely what I'm gonna go pick up today. I'm headed home right now from work. Just came off. It is hot today. The sun is actually out. Lately for the past few days, it's been feeling like I'm literally in twilight, the way that it's just been so gloomy and dark everywhere all the time. So finally it's sunny today. Hopefully I can crank out a great video for you guys. And yeah, let's get into it. Hi, for the chicken shawarma?
Chicken shawarma?
Yeah. Can I have the cheddar and the garlic? No, it's okay. Thanks. Alright guys, what is up? We finally went and got the pizza. It's looking beautiful. We have some dip on the side, just some cheddar and some creamy garlic. This is the beautiful looking. Yeah, look at that. I love cheddar dip.
And I love creamy garlic.
Yeah.
But only pizza is creamy garlic.
Yeah, we just have this because this is what we have. But yeah, we weren't making an extra stop for a good dip. We usually do, but not today. We have here our chicken shawarma pizza. It's looking pretty dang amazing, I'll be honest. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what all the toppings are on here. I can see chicken. I see some kind of sauce on here. Tomatoes, it looks like. Purple onions. I am starving right now. Esther's starving too. She's just dealing with the kids a little bit. I am gonna just grab a slice right away. I am dying to taste this. I'm just gonna get a bite by itself. It's looking really good. Let's get it. Hope you guys are having a great day, by the way. I'm starving. Wow. That is good. I think it's the most unique pizza I've ever had. It tastes very different from a normal pizza.
I'm going to come in quickly and grab a slice and head back to those kids.
I think you'll love this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's really good.
It looks pretty good.
You even want to try it by itself?
Mm-mm.
This is good pizza. Wow. The sauce on there is kind of like a sweet sauce, but it's not too sweet, it's just like a little bit. The onions are actually so good. Such a nice crunch on them. The chicken is so good, and the tomatoes, I think the tomatoes is the thing I noticed the least. Wow. So as I was saying before, this pizza place is like a smaller pizza joint. Not like, I don't think they have a whole bunch of franchises, but we haven't been here in so long. And I was driving near it, and I saw that they had this pizza like advertised. I was like, I have to try this. Me and Esther, we came to this place once for one of our anniversaries.
Not like a wedding anniversary. It was when we were still, like, dating.
Yeah. It was like one of our dating anniversaries, like, like the 2 months, 3 months.
I think maybe... No, it was definitely months. I have the little piece of paper if
months.
you want me to get it.
And we would always, like, make little things for each other.
I'm just going to take this because I cannot break it.
Oh. I actually just got some tomato. It's really sweet. Oh, it tastes so good. But we'd basically make like these little trinkets for each other and stuff, and we would have like our month anniversaries, like our 8-month anniversary and stuff like that. Well, one of them we went and we had this, and we didn't have this pizza. We just had pizza from there, and I don't think we went there a few times after that, but not too many. Those were the good old times. We were both still in college. So pretty much for when I went to go to college, As some of you know, me and Esther, we were doing long distance dating, and I actually was supposed to go to another college, and Esther was supposed to go to the college that she went to. I moved in early, like a month early, and I didn't have to start yet, so I didn't go like to where I was living, and I was staying with Esther for a bit, just because I had so much free time. I wasn't gonna just constantly be traveling back and forth, back and forth. So I go there the first day I move in, and nobody there seems to be like normal. Everyone there is kind of weird. But I don't think anything of it because, you know, it's just college life. You meet some people, they're different, they're unique. So I think I slept there for a few nights before I left. And I moved there, and there's like 3 guys that live there, and 1 girl lives there. But the girl, you never see her. It was almost like her stuff was just there. So she'd come, change her clothes, and leave immediately, or come, eat something, leave immediately. And there was a guy there, even though it was like a student place, he was living there, and he was like a grown man. He was like an electrician and stuff. And he was living there before all of us. And then she recently renovated the basement, the landlord, and she got it renovated to where there's 2 new bedrooms. So there was 2 guys living upstairs and the girl, and then the 2 new bedrooms downstairs was me and this next guy that moved in. So I'm not a guy who eavesdrops on conversations, but this guy would leave his door open and he would be screaming, like literally screaming when he's on the phone. So if you meet this guy, he's like the most normal guy. He's so chill and stuff. He even came to me like the first day. He's like, "Yo, if you ever need any help doing anything, just don't feel free. Knock my door, blah blah." But then like I would hear him playing like Smash Bros in the middle of the night, and he would be screaming like, "Ah, oh my gosh, blah blah!" Like every time he loses and stuff, and I'm like,
I'm
okay,
back, guys. This pizza, I'm sorry, this
it's
pizza
really
is so
good.
good.
To be honest,
Yeah, me and Axel are
yeah.
just
What do you
scarfing
rate
it
it?
down. This is 10. I really like
Yeah,
it.
it's a 10. So one day I'm just sitting there in the room. Mind you, I've literally only been there for 2 or 3 days. So it's not like this is like a long time. Like in the 2 or 3 days I've been there, this guy's been yelling, screaming, going crazy, all sorts of stuff. So I literally go there and I'm in the room one day, and I think I don't even know if on. I don't even know if I'm talking to Esther or if I'm just doing something on my phone. I might have been just watching a YouTube video. But I hear this guy going like, "Oh, you were supposed to do my laundry," and he's like screaming like, "And you didn't, and all of my underwear are missing. I'm missing a bunch of my underwear." And he literally has the phone on speaker. And he's going like, "I need my underwear today." The person on the phone's like, "How much underwear do you have?" And he's like, "Oh, I have 10 or something." And then she's like, "Well, how much are missing?" And he's like, "2 of them are gone, and I need them today." And he's just screaming and screaming. And then she's like, I'll bring them tomorrow." He's like, "Mom, you're gonna bring them to me right now. Right now, you're gonna bring them." And he's just screaming and screaming. I'm like, okay, over some like underwear. And he's like, "There's some socks missing too. There's an odd number of socks, and I know I have an even number of socks." And he's just like screaming at her over like a bit of missing laundry. And I'm just like, okay, this guy's a bit strange. Definitely not gonna get too close to this guy. So then I go upstairs and I'm gonna make something to eat later on in the day. And then the same guy is literally talking to like the electrician guy upstairs. And they're like sitting in the living area. And they're like, and the guy's just literally telling him like, he's telling the electrician guy like, women are the downfall of the human race, and blah blah blah, and all sorts of crazy stuff. Like, if women didn't exist, the world would be so much better off. And all sorts of just crazy things. I'm just like, I'm definitely not gonna sit here and eat. I'm gonna go back in my room and eat. Even when I moved in, pretty much I moved in and my landlord was saying all sorts of things like there'll be maid service coming in like twice a week to clean up all the living areas, like the living room and stuff. The only thing they don't do is dishes. They'll clean the bathrooms. She was saying like everyone kind of keeps to themselves, everyone's quiet. Basically saying everything you want to hear when you're trying to move into somewhere. She even lowered my rent, which I was like, wow, what a bonus. Because she was asking me how much I want to pay because she had a price up. I was like, oh, I was hoping something cheaper than that, and she lowered my rent. I was like, okay. And that's why I took the place. And I was already kind of feeling weird about it. When I moved in, they were still doing construction. And my room wasn't fully finished. Esther came and stole more pizza. So she's like, everyone keeps to themselves and stuff. And you guys know that I was going to school for electrical. So the electrician guy's up there. I talked to him a few times. And he's like, oh, that's a great thing to get into. Like, even when you're done, maybe I could help you out to find job and stuff. So I'm like, wow, this place has seemed like on the up and up. But there was some construction being done to my room. And it wasn't done yet. So pretty much I'm like, I don't want to stay here while all this has to be done. So that was another reason why I was like, I'll stay with Esther for a little bit and come back. So she's like, my room will be fully done and cleaned out by the time I'm back. And blah, blah. Because I told her I'll be gone for a week. Which I left for a month. Anyways, out of nowhere, I'm staying with Esther. So one day she just texts me, and she's literally like, she's like, if anyone from the house talks to you, I guess she thinks I went back over there because I told her I was only gone for a week, and I'm pretty sure it was past a week. It was probably like 2 weeks. She's like, if anyone from the house tries to talk to you, don't talk to anyone. And that's like the most vague like message, and she just texts me it, right? So I call her and I'm like, what's going on or whatever. Or I think she calls me. I think I say okay, but I'm like kind of confused. And then she calls me or I call her, one or the other. And she's like, oh, we're going through some disputes and blah blah blah. And there's been some complaints filed, and I'll keep you I'll keep you informed. But for now, don't talk to anyone there. So I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, I don't even know. She's being so vague. She's not really even saying anything. So another week passes. You guys already could see that. I said I was gone for a month because I start school in a month. Another week passes. I have a week until school left. She literally calls me and is literally like, someone from the house made a complaint. She's like the electrician guy that lived there at the house. He made a complaint saying that a bunch of people are moving in and that we're not allowed to and all sorts of stuff. And he went to the city, and then she doesn't actually have a landlord license, and the city said that we all have a month to find somewhere to live. If you guys didn't know, I didn't say it, but it took me maybe like 2 months to even find her place because where I was trying to go to school, there was a lot of like it's expensive over there, and also just not a lot of places were offering like decent living places. Like I went to one place and the whole place just smelled like cigarettes, and it literally looked like an old dirty motel. I went to one place, there was no oven, and there was just literally like one burner like plugged into a wall, and they're like, this is your stove, and I'm like, that's not a stove, buddy. And I went to the next place. I think another place I went, there was literally just a mini fridge, and they're like, there's no fridge here, this is just your fridge. And the stove is, you have to share a stove with the landlord who lives upstairs, and I'm like, no thanks. Even this other place I went, this lady's literally like, I have the whole basement to myself, but there's a dog that she owns, and her dog just travels the house without like any like boundaries, and there's no locks on any of the doors, so he will come into my area, and sometimes her kids come and play downstairs where I would be living and all sorts of stuff. I'm like, this is just weird, so no thanks. Pretty much it was very hard to find a place, so that's also a reason why I went with that place. So now I'm like, man, I don't even know where I'm gonna live or nothing. So then quickly, I just went and I tried to quickly switch schools. And luckily, within 1 week, I was able to swap schools and go to the college Esther was going to. They also offered my course over there. Because with electrical, they were like, The one that I applied to was supposedly the best school for electrical, so that's why I applied there. But then the school I went to, they also offered it, so I was just like, you know what? It's still something. It's still better than nothing. So I paid her first and last month rent. If you guys already didn't realize, I literally lived there for 3 days, so I don't even know what's going on. So I'm gonna have to go get my stuff. I traveled down there to grab my stuff. Literally, I'm in the basement. The basement door is locked. That leads down to where I have to get my stuff. I have no key for the basement. I only have a key for the front door and for my bedroom. I'm trying to call her. She's not answering her phone. I'm like, you know what? I am going to grab a knife out of the kitchen and I'm just going to pick this lock. And I went. I gave it a quick pick. Opened it up. I go downstairs. My crazy women hating buddy over there. This man has a huge sign that just says like "Make America Great Again" and stuff. And then he's I'm just like, this explains everything. And yeah, I grabbed my stuff. Um and I left and I called her eventually and she's literally like, oh I'm like, oh, I moved out, and she's like, oh, you still had a month to move out, so I'm not giving you your money back. And I'm like, listen, I literally lived there for 3 days. I didn't even tell you. I get back there, the room is not even worked on. The room that she's been telling me that, oh, she gonna work on it, blah blah, there's literally garbage on the floor. Nobody has ever come in there to finish working on it. And I'm like, you didn't even finish the room. Like, I literally never lived there. So I didn't stay for the extra month. Like you said, I have a month left, and I didn't stay there. So I've literally lived there for 1 month. Like, I still want my last month's rent back. Even if you can't give me first month, I want my last month's rent back. Esther was arguing that I should have got my first month's rent back, which is arguable that maybe I should have. But I was like, just to be fair, my stuff was there. So yeah, I'll let her keep that, but I want my last month's rent back. And she's like, oh, what about the expenses she has to pay for all the construction she's done? And now she doesn't have any tenants and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's nothing to do with me. You didn't even tell me that you were illegally a landlord. But whatever. So then I'm pretty sure, I think we just said something like, we're going to talk to our lawyer. And then she's like, she literally just texts like the next day, like, oh, I already sent you the money back. Like, you don't have to do any of that. And like, when I looked at my email, like she sent the money like an hour later. So that's the end of that crazy tale. But yeah, college life is weird, very hard, very stressful, even before you start apparently. So for all of you who haven't started college yet, be prepared. Watch out for people who will quickly try to swindle you, because a lot of people do stuff like that. That's only one crazy landlord story. I've had a lot, but yeah, that's life. And yeah, I'm gonna eat this and then we're done. I definitely can have that last bite. This was a delicious pizza. Like, honestly, if you guys can find chicken shawarma pizza anywhere, go grab it. Honestly, I'm so impressed with this. Done. Honestly, that was delicious. This was a large. I usually get medium pizzas, so I'm even shocked I ate this much. However much I ate, I don't even know how much I ate. That's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit notification bell, become part of Munch Gang. Don't forget, we're all different, but we all love good food. Check the description. There's lots of links for lots of things. Um, if you guys want to sponsor our channel, all that stuff, that's in there. Every cent counts towards making new videos. And yep, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on Friday.